Welcome back to Sun Devil Extra, now joined by our special guest of the program today. We just kind of hinted at it before the break, but it's Noemie Glover, who is taking this volleyball program, this conference, this country by storm. Noemie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Thanks for joining us today. Outside hitter from Rancho Santa Fe, California, and the freshly minted Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week, second time this year as well. So first off, congrats on that.
Thank you.
I know you're very team focused, so we'll move that award to the side for a moment and talk about what your team did this past weekend and what you've been doing really all year long. 2 more ranked wins, though, against Baylor and Colorado last week. A interesting sweep against Baylor where every set went down to the wire. Colorado handling them in 4 sets. I mean, how good are you guys playing right now, and how much better do you think you can get?
I think we're playing really good ball right now. I think that we have a really high ceiling. I think it's more week by week how we can keep improving. I think we're just really, it starts in the gym. Like, we all have the mindset of wanting to be the best we can, being a great team, having that team chemistry that really can push you to those wins. I think in both of our matches this weekend, they were pretty close games, and it was like, okay, how do we fall back on what we know about each other, how we can play, how we can get out of this situation and problem solve.
You're now 5-0 in league play and number 7 in the country. I'm curious, when you're out there on the floor, you guys are clearly the hunted right now, right? You're the top of the league. ASU obviously had a great year last year before you joined the program at 30-3, won the conference. Can you guys tell that teams play up against you?
Yeah, we've had this thing where teams go into a 6-2 when they play against us. I think just to add more physicality, to have more hitters available because we have a big load up offense. So I think it's cool that we can scout a team that week and be like, okay, but maybe we go through a lot of film of okay, well then they can do this. They could also do this if this is going well for us. And I think we have so many things that we can do well that teams need to look out for, and they need to change their plans accordingly.
You know, you just mentioned the physicality you guys have and also just the depth, right? I mean, some of these names, fans, I'm sure you guys have been watching, but Tatum Parrott, Bailey Miller, Kyla Presley behind you as an opposite. You guys just have so many different weapons. What's it like for you to play alongside so many great players as well?
It's amazing. It's a very calming, trusting feeling that okay, in a situation, 4 people can get the ball right now and they can score if we put people in good spots. So there's things that we can do according to blocking where it's okay, maybe in the beginning of the game, you will be open. Teams will shift and try to compensate for you making a lot of points, and someone else can go on a run and get 4 points in a row, 5 points in a row. So it's really cool to see how that works. You're
trying to plug a hole and then another one just appears right away.
Yes.
It's tough to stop this team for sure. I've seen it firsthand. We were kind of joking at the beginning that she's taking the country by storm, but then again, not really. AVCA watch list for Player of the Year in your start to the season. First off, congrats on that. And how would you sum up this year? I know you had to miss a few matches early on in the year after that great start against Penn State, but since you've come back, you've been outstanding.
I guess I would just describe it as focus. You can have that focus of how you want. After a season ends, obviously I made a run to the Sweet 16 last year with my team with Colby. And it's once it ends, you never want that feeling to happen again, of you not feeling like you put your best, not feeling like you had things align and wanting to do more for yourself. So I think ever since then, it's okay, you go into the portal, you find a school that you feel with the vision of what you're feeling. So I think even then, when I stepped into the gym, we already had Bailey Miller, we had Bryn Koval, Kyla Presley, Jaden Wilgus, a whole group of girls that are also we want to repeat a Big 12 championship. A lot of the girls had left the program. They graduated 8 of the seniors, but it was still well, we want to make that for ourselves too, and go on to what they had taught us. So it's just definitely aligned of okay, we want to do great things. How do we do them? So just coming in the gym, having a coach that also, that's the standard, is to win a lot, almost every volleyball game that you want to play. So it's just cool to see those stars align and how practice gets so intense, so focused, because we want to reach that.
You know, you alluded to it at the beginning of your answer there, but coming from Oregon with Colby Neal to Tempe, obviously Colby, has the sister connection here with Jillian, but in terms of you guys coming to Tempe together, was that something you discussed while you were both it just kind of happened, huh?
No, I think obviously her sister had been there in the past, and So I think that was definitely a separate conversation of she's in a completely different place from me.
Yeah.
She's already had her degree. She had another year of eligibility because of COVID and redshirt things. So for her, it was like, where do I go that's close to home, that's close to me, something that I would love for her last season. And I think that she found that here with ASU. And I think me, I'm wanting to be competitive for my last 2 years of eligibility. I want to go out with a bang. I want a team that can go all the way. And it was also ASU, so it just kind of worked out like that. It's very close to home as well, so we're both see our families almost every weekend for game days. So it's just lovely seeing the Neils and saying hi, saying what's up, and we have that good connection.
I'm curious. I was interviewing Noemie after the Baylor match a couple of days ago, and I asked you about transferring here. You described it as one of the best decisions you've ever made in your life. I mean, that's a big statement. What about this place draws you to say something like that?
Just the energy of everything around. I think just having that great fan support, having your coaches, having your teammates be so dedicated and so passionate about making a good experience what you're going to get. Like, you want to excel in academics, you want to excel in the court, you want to excel in your friendships and your relationships. So I think that even though that's something that you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go to college and that's what I'm going to find, like, it definitely does take trial and error to really figure that out. And for myself, it's very nerve-wracking going into the portal, leaving a program, feeling like you're giving up on what you had before and not exceeding the expectations. So letting go of that negative feeling of that transferring is going to negatively impact your life, and finally like entering the portal and seeing just how it opened up for me coming now, like almost 6 months later.
Sure.
It's just like, I'm glad that I went for it instead of being scared.
You made the right call, it looks like, in terms of playing for a winning program, all the things that you kind of just labeled as things you look for. You know, you get to play for one of the more interesting coaches in all of the country as well, in J.J. Van Niel. I've said he might be my favorite coach to talk to, and I shouldn't admit that openly, but he's so much fun to talk to.
Yes.
What's he like to play for?
It's fun to play for him. I think he's so knowledgeable about the game. He has everything lined up of what is going to win. Like, so the scouting is very meticulous. It's very much like, okay, I was looking at this. I couldn't sleep last night because I was looking at this. So I just wanted to tell you. And you're like, you really, like, he just genuinely is like, he has an itch for volleyball that he just can't get enough of. And it's great to feel like connected in that way of like, you have someone that wants to win and is going to the point of being up for maybe getting 3 hours of sleep every night for a week to figure something out. Like, look, I showed the video, there's like 30 clips, and you're like, yes, you know what? Yeah, like, that's how good you want to be. And it's like, if that's what I'm saying, oh, I want to be a really good volleyball player. Yeah. But like, you have someone that is genuinely putting in all of their time into that, and into each player, into each position, how to better every single skill in volleyball. So it's just like, it's comforting to know that like you can have that honest communication because of the passion that's put into it by all of our coaches. Yeah,
and JJ's certainly a student of the game. You can tell that. And while he is more of the serious type, just watching you guys play, you play with a great deal of joy. You're definitely having fun. The dance parties during reviews are phenomenal. Piper Rama with the worm is outstanding. If you haven't seen it, look it up. So let's go from the serious side now to the fun side, because you guys really seem like you're really connected as well. And for a team with so many newcomers, like we already said, that's not always guaranteed. But it does seem like you guys genuinely enjoy each other.
Yeah, I think that is definitely also the coach is picking great girls to be around that not only put in their all on the court, but have a sense of friendship, of kinship, of team spirit. So it's not easy to be with the same 20 girls every single day. So I think that just how our team likes to get up and be like, you know what, we have 4 hours of things today. How about we still have fun in between? We can dance, we can still feel connected and not feel like it's super tense environment. So I think that's helpful. And then obviously just like how, I don't know how they do it, honestly. It's like the best feeling to have people that are so serious and so lighthearted at the same time, being able to flip that switch of like, okay, it's game time, it's 12 all, but like, hey guys, like, this is just so fun. Like, I just love being out here with you guys. Just like that's exactly what you need. You don't need someone that's going to over push in those situations. I think me being a super competitive spirit, I'm always just
Sure.
like on go mode. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And you're like, everyone's dancing, having fun. You're like, yeah, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. I know what to do. We've done this so much. And I think just having that energy of like good, genuine people, it's very easy to let go of like maybe your stresses or maybe your individual feelings of doubt within and
Sure.
like pour it out into your teammates because that's just what they do for you.
That makes a lot of sense, and it's abundantly clear watching your team play. Noemie, on the subject of fun, we're going to end the interview today rapid fire.
All right.
Okay, you ready? So we got a few for you. First one, a kill or a block to clinch a set?
Block,
Favorite uniforms you guys got?
black jerseys.
The black ones? Okay. Instagram or TikTok? I stumped you
TikTok.
here. Yeah, you had to think about that one. Okay.
TikTok.
Songs that get you hyped for a match?
I really like, we listen to a lot of Michael Jackson.
Oh, really? Okay.
Can't stop till you get enough. Don't stop till you get enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Disney too. We've been watching K-pop Demon Hunters, Golden.
The retros in K-pop and Disney, I would not have expected that, but I'm all in. You get to have dinner with two people, dead or alive. So your dream dinner guests, I should say.
Okay. Michael Jordan
Okay.
and Beyonce.
Good list. Can't go wrong there. Dream travel destination.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Okay. Last one for you. Your go-to karaoke song.
My go-to karaoke song. The first thing that came to mind was "Would You Go With Me" by Josh Turner.
Okay. Okay. Hey, there's no embarrassing answers here. That's why it's rapid fire. We love it. Noemie, you have set this program on fire. It's been a lot of fun to watch you and your teammates play so far this year. On the road this week at BYU on Thursday night, at Utah on Saturday afternoon. Continued success and health for the rest of the season, and thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with Graham Rossini to wrap up the program when we come back.